Ingrid, and I want to welcome you to this 30-minute chair yoga practice. I don't have any props with me other than some blocks that are underneath of my feet in order to bring the earth closer to me. But if you don't have any blocks, maybe you get a stack of books to put under your feet, only if your feet can't touch the floor. We're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to get started here by getting acquainted with this chair. So in this chair yoga class, we're going to make sure that in the beginning part that our back is right up against the back of the chair. So scoot back here. Resting the back up against the chair here and making sure your glutes are pressing down. Setting up nice and tall, reach your head up high towards the ceiling. Place your hands into the lap and melt your shoulders down away from the ears. And begin to close your eyes. And notice your breath. Begin to ground down here into the present moment by breathing in deeply through the nose. And exhaling slowly. Breathing in deeply once more. And exhaling slowly. Start by bringing your right ear towards your right shoulder. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, noticing the stretch into the left side of the neck. If it feels good, maybe you take your right arm up and over, placing the hand onto the head to add some weight. And slowly guide your head back to center as you do the same thing on the other side. Allow your left ear to fall towards your left shoulder. Relaxing the shoulder away from the ear. And maybe your left arm comes up and over and add some weight. Breathing into the right side of the neck. Then gently guiding your head back to center, placing your hands into your lap, and just do gentle neck circles here in either direction. You may feel a little snap, crackle, and pop going on with the neck. And go slow. Reverse the direction. And then the next time that your chin comes towards your chest, pause there and guide your head back to center. Bring your hands into your knees. We're going to come into some cat and cows, stretching out the spine and the neck. So on your next inhale, puff your chest forward, gaze high, and hold it here for a few rounds of breath. Squeeze those shoulder blades nice and tight. You may guide the elbows back towards the chair here to squeeze the shoulder blades tighter. And on your next exhale, begin to round the back like a cat, bringing your chin towards your chest. Tent your fingertips onto the knees and puff your shoulders forward. Breathing here. We're going to bring some fluid movement to this cat and cow. So on your next inhale, puff the chest forward, cow, gaze high. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. We'll do this a few more times here. Inhale, cow. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale to cat. Spread the shoulder blades wide. And one more. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Sitting up nice and tall here. Taking your right arm, crossing it over the body. The left hand grabs the shoulder. Pull the arm closer towards the body, feeling the stretch here into that right shoulder. Same thing on the other side. Release. Spread the arms wide like you're going to give somebody a big hug. Squeeze the shoulder blades tight. Gaze high. And then bring that left arm across the body. Left hand can grab the shoulder. Pull the arm closer. And then release, big bear hug. Spread the arms wide, gaze high. And then come to sit up, nice and tall. So we come into a spinal twist. From here, I want you to notice your knees, keep them pointed forward the entire time. Take your right hand, and as you twist to the right, grab a hold of that back of the chair here. Your left hand comes into that right knee. And each inhale, try to sit a little taller. And exhale, twist a little bit more from the rib cage, gazing over that right shoulder. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, twist a little deeper. One more time. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Coming back to center, gaze forward, and we're going to do the same thing other side. Take your left hand, and as you twist to the left, grab a hold of the back of the chair. And your right hand can come into that left knee. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Two more times. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. And one more. Inhale, sit taller. And exhale, twist deeper. Slowly turning back to center. Scoot a little bit more towards the edge of the chair. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to come into some half moon A, stretching our side body. So on your next inhale, reach your hands up high towards the ceiling. Now keep that left arm where it's at. Just drop that right hand down. Maybe you're able to grab the chair here as you hinge to your right. Keeping your glutes, your left foot pressed evenly into the floor. Breathing here. Reaching that left arm up and over. And on your next inhale, slowly rise. Reach that right hand up to meet the left. Same thing other side. Drop that left hand down and lean to the left. Maybe you gaze high if that feels good on the neck. Breathing here. And slowly come to rise. Do this one more time. Reach both hands up. Dropping the right hand down and lean to the right. That right hand can grab the leg of the chair or the seat, whatever's accessible. Try not to lean too much that you're only pressing into that right glute but you're also pressing in the left glute into the chair to maintain the balance here. Now slowly come to rise, reach that right hand up. Same thing other side, drop the left hand down and hinge to your left. Breathing here into the side body. And slowly come to rise and plant the hands down into the lap. Sitting up tall, begin to roll the shoulders back and down. Big shoulder circles here. See how dramatic can you get those shoulder circles? Feeling the shoulder blades scraping together here, and then roll the shoulders forward. Then incorporating the arms, maybe you do windmills in one direction. See if you can make the circle smaller. And really small circles. And then make them bigger. Pause, and then reverse the direction. Big windmills. See if you can make the circle smaller and smaller. Ooh, starting to burn in my shoulders. And even smaller here. Really small. And then make them bigger. I lifted some weights yesterday, so I'm just like, oh, okay. Even bigger. Make them bigger. Make them dramatic as you can. And then release the hands into the lap and just shake it out. But seriously, shake it out here. Don't worry. Nobody's watching. Nobody's judging. Just shake it out. Let it go. Spread the feet a little wider than hip distance apart because we're going to shake it out as we hinge forward here. So with your feet here on the chair, begin to hinge forward as far as you can. Allow the head to be heavy and just allow the arms to just dangle. Maybe you allow the hands to sway side to side. Bringing your hands onto your thighs here, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Gaze high. Seated cobra. Breathing here. Allow your head to be heavy, hands still on the thighs. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Elbows drawn in towards the rib cage. Gaze high, seated cobra. Feeling the stretch here in the lower back. We're gonna do this one more time. Release. Allow the head to be heavy. And then on your next inhale, lift your head. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Elbows drawn in towards the rib cage. Gaze high here. And then release the hands down. Grab elbows and sway side to side. Seated ragdoll. Drop the hands down and inhale, slowly rise back to a seated position here. Scooting forward here, bring your hands onto your lower back. Sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna do a seated camel pose. So keep your gaze forward here. My elbows are pointed out to the sides. And what we're gonna do is we're going to be taking our chest and puffing it forward as we send the gaze up towards the ceiling. You feel a stretch on your lower back here. So from here, begin to send the chest forward. As you begin to send your gaze up, feel that stretch here on the lower back. Don't go too far. If you want to go further, if you feel comfortable in doing so, maybe your hands grab the sides of the chair. And you could squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit more and puff the chest forward a little bit more and gaze high. Don't go too far into this. Breathing here. Two more rounds of breath. And one more. Slowly back to neutral spine. Bring the hands into the lap and sitting up tall. Then we're going to come into what we call eagle arms. And we're going to bring our arms out to this letter T. I want you to take that right arm and you're going to bring it under the left arm. Grab your shoulders. Now from here, I want you to notice the elbows. See if you can try to bring the elbows as far to stack on one another as much as you can. If your elbows are not stacked, that's okay. Maybe you have tight shoulders, or maybe there was a prior shoulder injury. Don't force it. And so from here, once you have your hands on the shoulders or right below the shoulders, try to see if you can lift those elbows up a little bit higher so they're directly in line with the shoulder. Breathe here. Sitting up tall, belly button in towards the spine. Maybe you begin to hinge back and lift the elbows a little higher. And then rounding the upper back, bringing the elbows towards the belly button. Continue on like this, lifting the elbows past the shoulders and gazing high. And rounding the back, elbows to belly button. We'll do this one more time. Lifting the elbows, gazing high. And rounding the back, elbows to belly button. Coming back to center, elbows in line with shoulders. And then releasing the hands. Bringing your hands out and wrist circles in one direction. And reverse the direction. Arms to a T, eagle arms with the other side. Now take that left arm, bring it under the right, and grab your shoulders here. Notice the elbows. Instead of them resting on the chest, we won't get much of a stretch here. If they're resting on the chest, see if you can lift them a little bit higher so they're in line with the shoulders. Taking your elbows, push them forward a little bit more. And then from here, send your gaze high, elbows towards the ceiling. And round the back, elbows to belly button. Elbows high, elbows low. One more time, elbows high. And elbows low. Coming back to center, releasing these hands into the lap. Scooting back a little bit more towards the chair. From here, closing your eyes. Deepening your breath. We're going to focus on the lower part of our body for the remainder of this class before we come into our final pose of Shavasana. So from here, bring your feet a little bit closer together, feet on the blocks, sitting up tall. And then maybe you draw that knee in towards the chest here, and your hands may wrap under the bottom of that leg, pulling that knee in nice and tight towards the armpit, and keep your right foot flexed. Then maybe you point and flex that right foot. Ankle circles in one direction. and ankle circles other way. Find stillness here. Keep that foot flexed. Maybe you straighten out the right foot and then bend. If you have tight hamstrings, don't straighten the leg completely. Straighten as much as it feels good and then bend. Straighten and bend. One more time. Straighten and bend. Release that foot down to the floor. Same thing other side. Bringing that left foot in towards the chest. Hands can wrap around the bottom of the leg. Keep your left foot flexed here. Sitting up tall. Pointing and flexing this foot. Ankle circles in one direction. And ankle circles in the other direction. Keep the foot flexed here, and then straighten and bend. Straighten as much as you can. Remember, if you have tight hamstrings, don't straighten too much. And bend. 2 more times. Straighten and bend. And one more. Straighten and bend. Lower that foot down here. Sitting up tall. Bringing your hands into your lap and returning to your deep breath. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest. Allowing yourself to just relax here as you come into your final pose of Shavasana. Or maybe you do it seated. Or maybe you come to lay down on a couch or your bed at home, whatever is comfortable. Allowing yourself to just fully relax. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest. And just letting go. Letting go of your worries. Letting go of the past. And just allowing yourself to be right here, right now. May you stay in your Shavasana for as long as you desire. I will leave you here to breathe and to experience peace. May you find the peace that you desire in your Shavasana. Namaste.